You are in your real estate office filled with luxury gold-plated items, sipping your coffee while checking your stocks on the computer screen, and looking out your office window at your luxury gold-plated sports cars parked out front. And you sit down at the desk in your luxury office. Tomorrow you will be having a meeting with the King of Dubai for the sale of 10 skyscrapers in Dubai, each 100 stories high. The price of one skyscraper is $100 billion, and the famous footballers currently living in the skyscraper are also your tenants. If you make the sale of the skyscraper, this will financially elevate you to the equivalent of 2 Elon Musk fortunes, and you will rise to the first place on the world wealth list. However, for this to happen, you must successfully complete all 10 levels. Subscribe to our channel, we are starting. Level 1, the new agent in. The first level, you have a license, a desk, a clean shirt, and a belief that the market is waiting for you. Then you remember that you need to work harder for this. Your phone sits silently next to your laptop, and the few real estate brochures on your desk show that you are still new to the real estate business. You refresh messages, check listings, rewrite your promotional pitch, and despite not having closed a single deal, you think of yourself as experienced. The hardest part is not finding homes. The hardest part is finding someone who believes you can help them. Other real estate agents already have past clients, references, and stories they can use as proof. You, on the other hand, have potential, and potential doesn't pay the rent. So you start with small actions, calling old acquaintances, sharing listings, asking friends if they know anyone moving, and advertising on the computer. At this level, you don't sell houses first. You build an environment of trust. You sell the idea that a new real estate agent can still be careful, eager, responsive, and honest enough to deserve a chance. Most days you don't get the result you want, but slowly, a message turns into a showing, and the empty desk starts to feel less like a failure. Level 2, the rental apartment agent in the second level. You finally have appointments on your calendar, but they are not glamorous. You spend the day showing small rental apartments with narrow kitchens, old elevators, tired walls, and windows facing another building. The commission is low, the effort is high, and every client carries a different sense of urgency. One tenant needs to move in before Monday, another demands perfection at an impossible price, and a landlord asks for maximum rent without fixing obvious flaws. You hold the key, open the door, turn on the lights, and watch the client examine the room with a facial expression that gives you the answer before they even speak. They say they will think about it. Then they disappear. You call, you send messages, you wait, and the next morning you see the exact same apartment listed by another agent. This level teaches you that activity is not the same thing as income. You can open 10 doors, answer 20 questions, and still go home without closing a single deal. You learn how people react when money is tight, space is limited, and every little flaw turns into a negotiation. You learn when silence means interest and when it means goodbye. Every door you open is not a paycheck, but it is an education. Only a few get back to you. Level 3. The first sale in the third level, the first real sale emerges. It starts with a serious phone call, a listening seller, a buyer with financing, and a property that isn't perfect but has potential. For the first time, the conversation feels more serious. The client isn't asking if the apartment feels nice. They are asking about its price history, repair risks, neighborhood value, loan approval, closing costs, and whether they are about to make a mistake. You arrive with a file, a ready answer, and a nervous smile hidden behind professionalism. Every sentence can either build trust or destroy it. The negotiation moves slowly, then suddenly it all happens at once. A counteroffer, a tense phone call, a final agreement, and then the signatures turn your effort into your first real commission. The notification drops on your phone, and that small office now looks different. However, the first commission is dangerous because it makes success feel closer than it is. One sale proves you can do it. It does not prove you can repeat it. Next month starts from scratch again, and the same phone that brought you your first victory might go silent until morning. The first commission makes you happy. It determines whether you can keep going in the business. Level 4, the neighborhood expert in. The fourth level, you stop trying to sell everywhere and start taking ownership of a single area. The city deliberately shrinks. Instead of chasing every listing, you study a single neighborhood until its streets feel like the pages of a book you can read faster than anyone else. You know which apartment blocks have weak elevators, which buildings are quietly sold without ever hitting the public market, which schools drive up demand, And which streets look ordinary today but will appreciate in value after a new project. Your desk changes too. Random brochures are replaced by a neighborhood map. Colored pins mark active listings. And your phone finally rings from people who heard your name from someone nearby. This is the moment you feel like more than just a rookie for the first time. But recognition brings competition with it. Other agents also see the same area, the same sellers, the same buyers, and the same commission waiting behind every closed door. A seller might invite 3 agents into the same living room and listen to each one promise a higher price, a faster sale, or a better buyer. You can no longer win just by smiling. You need proof. You need recent sales, street-level knowledge, honest pricing, and the confidence to tell a client things they do not want to hear. At this level, you are not just selling property. You are aiming to be the only one in a highly competitive market. How fair do you think the competitive environment in the market is? Are you satisfied as landlords and tenants? You can write your thoughts in the comments. Level 5. The consistent professional. In the 5th level, your phone no longer feels dead. It feels dangerous. Messages arrive during breakfast, showings overlap in the afternoon, sellers demand late-night updates, and buyers expect instant answers before making the biggest decision of their lives. The office now looks cleaner, with a better chair, a larger screen, a full calendar, and a small stack of contracts that make you look successful to anyone who walks in. The money is finally turning over, but so is the pressure. A new agent thinks more sales mean more freedom. A working professional learns that more sales usually mean more people waiting for you to solve something. One client wants to lower the price but refuses to accept that the market has changed. Another buyer wants the house but keeps delaying the deposit. Even though you warned them that the price was too high, a seller calls every morning to ask why the property hasn't sold. You start living within the follow-ups. You remember names, budgets, family issues, deadlines, loan problems, repair complaints, and emotional reactions that never appear on a listing page. This level rewards discipline far more than excitement. When everyone's voice sounds urgent, you need systems, reminders, clean notes, and a calm voice. Income increases, but your attention becomes the real currency. More sales do not automatically give you more freedom. They give you more responsibilities that you must follow through to the end. Level 6. The luxury real estate agent. In the 6th level, there are more luxury apartments and silence inside the properties. You are no longer showing small apartments where every square meter is negotiated. You walk through villas, penthouses, mansion-style homes, and glass-walled residences where the view is included in the price. The clients are different as well. They don't rush through the rooms with tense faces. They move slowly, ask fewer questions, and notice the details that most people would overlook. The luxury home buyer isn't just asking if the house is beautiful. They are asking what the house says about them. Does it make them look powerful? Does it protect their privacy? Does it separate them from ordinary success? Does it feel rare enough to justify its price? Your clothes become sharper, your file cleaner, your words fewer, and every mistake made in such quiet rooms feels much louder. At this level, you cannot apply pressure. If you try to oversell, you look desperate. If you know too little, clients will want to work with someone else. The commission is larger, but the client is colder because they have options, advisors, lawyers, and other real estate agents waiting nearby. Luxury real estate teaches you that wealth doesn't make people easier. It makes them more selective. Here, a house is not just a place to live. It is an identity wrapped in marble, glass, and security doors. Level 7, the agent of the rich and famous. In the 7th level, the deal is no longer just about the property. It is about access. Your client could be a CEO who cannot let their rivals know where they are buying, an athlete who needs confidentiality before a transfer is announced, an influencer who wants the house to look perfect without revealing the location, or an investor quietly collecting properties through people almost no one ever sees. The rooms become more private. Meetings take place behind tinted glass. Names disappear from documents, and a careless photo can damage a relationship that took years to build. You are no longer just carrying keys. You are carrying secrets. The money is bigger, but the air is more stifling. Before a showing, you confirm who can enter, which staff members know, where the cars should park, and whether the property can be seen without drawing attention. The client may speak calmly, but every request is a test. Can you keep a secret? Can you answer without exaggerating? Can you solve a problem without turning it into a story? Can you protect the client's reputation as carefully as you protect the transaction? A normal agent wants visibility. At this level, too much visibility can become a threat. The most valuable deals usually involve happening quietly, with fewer people, fewer smiles, and more secrecy. A wrong number, a leaked address, a careless comment made at dinner, and the doors that make you important can close forever. That is why the best agents at this level speak less in public, document more in private, and view silence as part of the service they sell to their powerful and tense clients. The higher you climb, the better you understand that the most expensive thing in the real estate sector is not the house. It is trust. Level 8. Broker and team owner in the 8th level. The business is no longer dependent on just your luxury car or your luxury clothes. You now have your agents at the desks, your clients in the transaction network, your listings progressing through systems, and a screen showing numbers that once only existed in your notebook. From the outside, this looks like freedom. You are no longer running to every showing, but having a team does not eliminate the pressure. It multiplies the places where pressure can appear. A junior employee forgets a detail, an assistant sends the wrong document, a client feels ignored, and the mistake is once again yours. Your income shifts from personal commissions to system revenue, but your identity changes along with it. You are not just judged by how well you sell, you are also judged by how well your team performs when you are not there. At this level, being a great real estate agent is no longer enough. You need a process, leadership, standards, and the ability to turn trust into a non-stop working system. Level 9. The ultra-luxury player in the 9th level. Properties become surreal. $10 million, $20 million, $50 million. The numbers are so big, they start to sound like economies rather than homes. The mansion gate slowly opens. The driveway curves under warm lights and the client steps out of a silent car without introducing themselves. Here everyone knows who is important. There are fewer meetings now, but every meeting can change your year. A single deal can bring in a commission larger than your annual income, but a single false promise can erase years of reputation. You speak carefully because every word is discussed among lawyers, family offices, assistants, and advisors before it comes back as a decision. This is where luxury goes silent. There are no loud celebrations, desperate pitches, or crowded open houses. There are only controlled rooms, private numbers, and people buying rare properties just as others might buy time. But the psychological breaking point begins here. You reach the peak of the dream and discover that the dream does not feel light. You have more access, more money, and more connections, yet you have less time left to rest. At the top, you speak with fewer people, but every conversation costs more. Level 10. Powerhouse of the real estate sector. In the 10th level, you no longer wait for listings to appear. You know who wants to sell before the market even knows a property exists. You know which developer needs capital, which investor is turning to cash, which family wants privacy, and which buyer will take action if the right address becomes available. The office is high up in the city, with a portfolio screen next to a map of opportunities. Rather than opening doors, you are unlocking decisions. Funds call you for timing. Developers call you for access. Ultra-wealthy buyers call you because you understand what they want before they even say it. At this level, status becomes more important than commission, because status ensures the next deal comes to you first. True power is not selling the house. True power is knowing who should buy it, when, and why the market might move afterward. When you look back at that first silent desk, the quiet phone, and the cheap brochures, the truth becomes blatantly obvious. Real estate was never just about the property. It was about being the trusted person in other people's biggest decisions. At the bottom, you chased clients. In the middle, you managed pressure. At the top, you controlled access. So if this world looks easy, think about the door of your office. Anyone can open it, but not everyone who opens it returns to you as money. Therefore, always walk with the right decisions and solid steps. This is just one area in this system of money and power. You should join us for more. And if you want to level up on the path to financial freedom, don't forget to turn on your notifications.